Heading to the Northwoods of Wisconsin up to our cabin to do some musky fishing for a weekend with my grandson Wes. And pretty cold. We got up this morning to leave. It was 37 degrees back at home. So I don't know how successful we'll be fishing up there. Usually the cold front shuts them down, but you can't catch fish unless you're fishing. Staying home isn't going to put fish in the boat. So we're going to give it a shot. It's going to be a cold weekend, but we're going to try to land some muskie. So we'll see you up there. Well, guess what? Now that we're almost at our destination up by the cabin in the Northwoods of Wisconsin, the sun has disappeared and it looks like it's gonna snow. Check this out. And it's only 34 degrees up here. It's gonna be cold on the boat. And we got the fall colors in the Northwoods, that's for sure. Well, we're here, October 12th in the Northwoods of Wisconsin. We got white on the ground. It's patchy, but it's on the ground, and yes, it is snowing very lightly on and off. A couple of issues. I'm not sure I want to put the bass boat in to fish. We were talking about it on the way up. It's 32 degrees up here. It's snowing. That water on the ramp will freeze. I might have problems getting it out. So I think we're just going to work off the pontoon boat, do some motor trolling, and have to make the best of it. So we're up here chasing muskies. We'll do what we got to do, but I don't want my truck or trailer slipping into the lake off the launch. So the bass boat is going to sit. We'll just work off the pontoon. So let's see what happens. How about a dock challenge?
Yeah.
Dock challenge for Wes. You're going to fish off the dock, see what he can do. I think the big bass and everything has already moved into deeper water or in the process of doing it. But you never know, right?
Yeah.
All right. Dock challenge for him. I'm going to finish unloading the truck. All right.
And it didn't take long for the action to start.
I had to go get the video camera. I'm still unloading. Wes was trying out his new bait. I told him, fish are all going to be deep. Check it out. His new bait. Look at this.
Oh my god. This is my biggest fish. Oh my god.
All right. I get a couple of pictures here.
Inches.
19 inches going back.
Gosh, this is like my heaviest fish. That was a 5-pound fish. That was big. Oh.
Congrats. How many casts?
Like 5.
And I just told him, he says, I gotta go try out my new bass lures.
A black and gray chatterbait with a little paddle tail, a soft plastic paddle tail swim bait.
So you added that trailer to that chatterbait you just bought. 5 casts, 19 inch, 4 5-pound bass. We didn't weigh it, but 19 inches. It's cold. We had to get them back in the water. It doesn't do the fish good to be out of the water. And it was funny because I says, we gotta go try out your new bait right away. He goes, oh, of course. And I says, well, I don't know. You know, most of the fish are probably going to be deep. 5 casts. It's a good start, but let's hope you didn't use up all. It's one of two things, right? It's the start to a good day and a half of fishing. Muskies are next, or you used up all your luck on this bass.
Yeah, and I was really scared because he was jumping right here. And I was gonna drag him up onto here because I didn't want to reach in the water. So I'm like dragging him and he's jumping and I was so scared he was gonna come off. We gotta pick him up.
we said we'd be chasing muskies today. It's snowing, windy. Wes already caught that 19-inch bass. That was super cool. So let's hope our luck, or his luck, holds up here. And we boat ourselves a muskie or a trout. We're going to do some trolling. And the plan is till dusk. But as cold as it is, I believe, what did you say you heard the temp at?
28.
28, 29 supposed to get down to. So I think it was about 30 when we got back from eating. We went to Arby's to eat. And we'll see how long we can brave the cold. I guarantee you though, if we get a fish, we're done. We're gonna bask in the glory of catching that fish in his 19-incher, not put up with these weather conditions. But all right, we're gonna get rigged up for trolling. There we go. October muskie fishing. Listen to the badger game.
It's cold.
It's cold. You can hear the wind. It's cold out here. Yep, colors are in full bloom. October muskie fishing, you gotta love it. At least we're comfortable on the pontoon boat. See now, you're pulling more on your side. When I turn, see how mine slowed down on the inside? Okay, I'm shutting the game off. Badgers are up 17-0 halftime against Michigan State. So, guess who's a full-fledged muskie hunter now? I can safely say I think this is the worst conditions he's been out in. What do you say, yeah?
No.
No? 30-some degrees, 32 degrees maybe?
That time in Canada where it was cold and I almost fell out the boat. That was the worst.
A getaway muskie weekend. Weather ain't cooperating. It's funny because I told him, you know, when the weather turns cold like this, the first couple of days, it's usually shut down, the fishing. He gets up here 5 casts, he gets a 19-inch bass right off the dock. Gotta prove me wrong. So we're just trolling the lake, trying to stay at about a 20-foot level or so on the brake lines. And Wes has got a deep diving Rapala, and I've got a bladed, what do they call those? The pig. I've got a big blade on the pig that goes down and the tail is wobbling. We'll see what happens. He's got natural colors like a silver and black, and mine's orange with black dots. So I mean, we got a wide range of colors, a wide range of action. Let's see if we can do something. All right, we'll catch you later. Well, we made the turn into the wind, and I'm beginning to agree with Wes. It's a little too dangerous here. I had trouble making the turn on the boat. With the wind, I had to speed us up to keep control of the boat. So I think we're just going to make this one pass, and it's a little too dangerous out here, even on the pontoon. In fact, you can see when we made the turn, my tripod for the camera fell over. Lucky the camera wasn't on it. So we're headed right into the wind right now. And I'm going to shut this off and use 2 hands on the steering wheel. It's terrible out here. A little too dangerous. We're heading back in. Well, we gave it our best effort. He's out there fishing again. What do you do? Just lose one? He just told me he caught one, took a picture. This freaking big, I'm not kidding. He lost the fish. He's been hammering them with that homemade bait of his, where he took a bought-in chatterbait and a bought-in rubber tail and combined the two of them, and he's nailing fish. He's got a picture that he took of one, so I figured I'd shoot a little video and see if we get lucky. I picked up the camera, and had just lost it. Can't stop him from fishing. And after he warmed up in here, he's back out there pitching baits off the dock. Managed to land a 15-inch bass. He took a selfie of himself. Here, take a look at it. I can't believe it. Is he done? He's coming in. Well,
It's called...
tell me about it. What was the one when I turned on the camera you lost?
I don't know, it is a big fish. I got really angry because I had the rod tip down and it still jumped.
Yeah. And he shook off?
It just shook off.
Ooh.
And then everything just kind of shut down after that.
Yeah. Well, how big was the one you caught?
Roughly 13 to 15.
All right. But the one you lost.
That was bigger than the one I caught earlier.
That's bigger than the 19-inch one?
That was a lot bigger.
Yeah. Oh well. Pretty successful though today.
Yeah.
Why go out on the boat? Just fish off the dock.
Yeah.
All right, time for some supper and cards tonight. Well, we got some snow overnight. Just a dusting, not too bad. And we aren't up 10 minutes. I mean, we both woke up here at the same time. I went to the bathroom, I come back in here, and he's already out there pitching baits. Day 2 of our short weekend muskie hunt, and conditions kind of like yesterday. We got snow in the air, we had a little bit of sun, clouds are rolling in again, in the 30s temperature wise. Our last shot at muskie fishing for the year. You can't say we ain't trying, that's for sure. So we're going to do some trolling. I switched out my bait to my grandma lure instead of that pig. I've caught fish on that one trolling, so I'm kind of going with that. And then we set up a couple of rods with some jigs on. We can cast and reel, or we can bounce them off the bottom if we want. We're looking for trout and muskie. Let's see what happens. Well, I suppose we get geared up. What do you say we catch some fish today, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna get geared up here. We'll be with you in a little bit.
Well, this is our last open water fishing for the year, a final muskie hunt. But as you saw so far, our muskie jinx continues. Oh yeah, we've had some follows and strikes this muskie season, but so far we are unable to put a muskie in our net. Again, like last year, we caught some nice sized bass during our muskie hunts, and it was no different on this outing, with Wes catching a 19 and 15-inch largemouth yesterday and then losing a bass that was even bigger than the 19-inch one that he caught. So we're hoping that on this, our last effort today, will break the jinx.
on, fish. Where are you? Got some nice color photo opportunities here. Take a couple of pictures, keep an eye on the rods. We trolled for about an hour and a half, no muskie action at all. We made about 1.5 passes around the entire lake and nothing. Wes came up with this idea, let's show him the jig. We're going to try jigging. We're after trout or muskie. So we got a nice big jig head here with the rubber grub tail, and we can do a cast and retrieve and pump to get it swimming back, or we can just jig off the bottom. So we're going to kind of work shoreline areas and see what we can do. It's 10 to 12. We'll give it about 45 minutes, or if we get too cold. So let's see what we can do jigging. I'm going to bump us up a little bit, okay?
Wisconsin at the Texas weather.
That clanking noise you've been hearing in the background is our neighbors pulling in their dock. Hey, we may be nuts muskie hunting in this cold and snow, but we ain't crazy enough to be standing in the water.
Well, that's about it. We got in about a total of 4 hours on the water over 2 days, maybe 4.5 on the boat itself. He got a little more time in because he was pitching baits off the dock. And out on the pontoon we really had no action. This is a quick weekend trip up. The weather wasn't favorable. You can see it's still snowing. We've been dealing with 30-degree temps, snow, 10 to 20 mile an hour wind conditions. Not the best to be out here, but like I said, you can't catch them if you're sitting at home or sitting in the cabin. You got to get out on the water. But he had some success. The only success we had was what, a 19-inch bass and a 15-inch bass off the dock. And nothing trolling. This may be our last open water fishing adventure. We'll see what happens. We've got bow season. I'd like to be out there right now with this weather change and the snow coming down. I think the bucks are going to be moving. In fact, yesterday my brother-in-law was out, had a 10-pointer bust him at 20 yards behind him. He turned around to look behind him, and here was a 10-pointer 15 to 20 yards behind him, busted him. So we'll see ya. We're either going to be on the water again, which is kind of iffy, or we'll be in the woods. Either way, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Now, even though we were unsuccessful on this fall muskie hunt, here's a flashback to our fall muskie hunt in 2000. Just listen to the excitement in the voices and check out this catch.
Lee, here it is. Check the date, check the time.
Well, what time was it?
About 10 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago?
5:05, 10:08.
We got it. Where are we? We'll just leave the motor running.
Doing good.
Yep. Oh, she's out the net.
I just brought a line in. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay, now how do I zoom it back? This fingers, where you started it? Yeah. That's zoom. Backward zooms out, forward zooms in. Man, all right. Okay. 40, what do we say it was? 43? 20 inches. Show the point. Right there's the point where we got her. There's the point. Right there's the point. Dan came through and hit her, and then I got through. What time? Her in the water. Okay, get her in. That scale quick or not? No, I couldn't find it. Okay. Cheap it out too long. Yeah. All right, 43 inches going back. Boy, she's heavy. Going back. Oh, shit. I had her on first. I thought I had a rock. I thought I snagged. Wait a minute. I think she's swimming away. Already. I hope she... Boy, this was a comedy of errors. She's down.
Be sure to join us on our next episode as we return to the Vantagie Deer Camp for a weekend grouse hunt.
Well, we flushed 5 of them right away before I turned on the camera. And now that I got the camera on, we haven't flushed any. Ain't that the way? Bird Mike, your way! And check this out behind me here. See all these down trees? These are all beaver chews. We've got to be a good 150 yards from the river. But as you can see here, this old trailer frame here, those drop right on top of that trailer frame. So,
And we get a few beaver sets established in an effort to get rid of some nuisance beaver around the camp area. So be sure to join us and check out all the action.
I like that one.
I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos and my channel. A big thank you for that. Now feel free to comment below, or if you don't want your comments available in the public eye, we can also be reached at rapintoutdoors360@gmail.com. And if you know a friend you think may enjoy this video series, please feel free to share this with him or share our link. And always, whether you fish or hunt, make sure you practice CCR. Catch, conserve, replenish. Make sure that that resource is available for future generations. We'll see you on the next video. In the meantime, remember, subscribe, like, comment, and share.